Hey, 5 on Fridays. Of course, my little trivia, I'm moving my camera around a little bit. My trivia is there's a trivia every time I come. This is a hook. You can see it. Okay, there's a trivia every time I talk. It's the same one. 50% of marriages end and couples break up because of lack of communication. That's the trivia. And you guys should know it by now. I say it every time on Friday. So I'm going to get started. Here's the first question. It's interesting. The best quality to look for in a man. So a man's asking, so these questions are all from men. And they're asking me these questions to ask the women out there. But I'm going to ask the question to you. But also, I'm going to give you an answer just because that's what I do. But the thing is for you to ask yourself what you think about this. And men, ask yourself too, are those questions that you would ask women? But these 5 questions came from men to ask women. And the first one, what's the best quality they look for in a man? So ask yourself, ladies, what's the best quality you look for in a man? I would say the best quality that I look for in a man is that he's nice, he's kind. But of course, there are so many more qualities that you would need to have a relationship. But it's always, to me, very, very important that a man and a woman, but these questions, remember, are all from men. So I'm asking these questions to women from men, but also, if any men are listening, are these questions that you would ask women? Any age range. So age range. So the question is, what's the best quality that women look for in men? And I said, I would look for kindness first. If a guy is kind and honest, that's wonderful. But it's got to have potential then, and because so it goes to so much more. You want a guy who's kind, has potential, who's working on being himself, who's in gratitude. So whatever else you want. So men, I would say, one of the most important things women look for in men, or the quality they look for in a man, is kindness and a good heart. Men are sweet and they can be gruff and tough, but they are all, from my experience, sweet and kind inside. If they're not, something happened to them, and that can be worked out in coaching or therapy or something. But they're so sweet because remember, all of us, inside of all of us is an inner child. So when we're together with someone in a relationship and one of us acts up, be compassionate and remember that part of us that's acting up or tantruming or insecure or afraid, that's the inner child that has not been soothed and those issues have not been resolved. It's not the adult that you're talking to, it's the inner child in them. So the best quality a woman would look for, I'm thinking, is a kind, honest, genuine guy. That's my answer. Tell me how I did. If you guys are there, can you guys give me some hearts or some likes or something like that? Because it just looks good to see hearts and likes going up. So just do that. Okay, please. The next thing is number 2. What's the one thing that you change about a man? Now, these are men asking me these questions. And I'm asking you. What's the number one thing that a woman would change about a man? What is it? What would you change? Post them and I'll look at them afterwards. Hey, Anthony. Oh, what's up, Buttercup? So, what's the one thing that I would change about a man for real? For me, I would change nothing about a man. I think they're just wonderful just how they are. Just be them and we be us because that's how it is. But if I could change anything, I would change between both of us that communication gap. I would change that. The inability to communicate honestly from the very beginning. That's all. But for me, really, and I'm thinking a lot of women, they wouldn't change a thing because we love you just the way you are. You're a man. You're our this. The piece to our puzzle. Well, I won't do it, but we fit like this, because you're a man. Men and women fit like this. The woman, the man, this. Right? That's what I think. So I wouldn't change a thing. Women, what would you change? Post that somewhere on there. So after this, and I see it, I can see it, and I can respond to you and say, yeah, or no, or whatever. We could talk. Just us. All right, that's the second one. They want to know what you would change about them. That goes to show you back to the inner child. That guy that asked that question, that wants to know what you would change about him, that shows you that he's not feeling really secure with himself. And of course, that might be a challenge because we're all told we're not enough. And we are enough, but we're all told somewhere along the line when we're born, we come in on the planet and we get here and we're just rocking it and we're great and we're having fun. Somebody says, "Nope, you're wrong. Nope, you're not right. Nope, that's not good. You are bad or a bad person." We hear those things and that just knocks us off, and we start wondering what's wrong with us. But guess what? There's nothing wrong with you being who you are. So that's one. What would you change about them? You think about it. I would say, like I said before, our communication problems, because men and women have that problem for various reasons. And that's a whole nother story, but we communicate in different ways. The reason why we don't communicate, like I said, is self-worth, lack of self-worth and self-love, and also because we're afraid to let somebody know who we really are because we don't think we're enough. So we think if he or she sees me how I am, they're not going to want to be with me. They're not going to like me, right? And that's what it is. So you guys, let's always do self-development, personal development, get better as we can for ourselves. And when we're a better us, we make for a better world, a better relationship, better friendships. Okay, so the third question is, oh, what's the main difference between a man and a woman? Now, I'm answering that question because the main difference between male and female is our physiology, our biology. We're just different. But what's not different is how we feel. You know, even though they say men are to the point, and they are, and women are extensive, we elaborate, we talk a lot and men don't because men go inside. But we're the same. Men feel deeply how we do. Men are compassionate as women are. Men are caretakers like women are. Men care. If you give a man a chance to take care of you in a way, like if you're sick or something like that, they help you. Men are wonderful. They're beautiful, they're kind, they're sweet, and they're gentle. They think they've got to be hard and gruff, but they don't have to be. So men are wonderful, and the difference between men and women is our biology and our physiology. You know how we're built and our biology. But that's all. We think, we love, we cherish, we respect. Men do too. So don't think that a man is not beautiful and kind, and those words are not for men. A man can be beautiful. And when I call a man beautiful, I mean his soul. He's sweet, he's kind, he's loving. He's a beautiful man. And I'm in these groups on Facebook, and they're spiritual groups, and great. And these men write beautiful things and say beautiful things, and I think they are so wonderful. So, you know, men, it's okay to show your love and your beauty. If you look good physically, then you're fine or handsome. But when you're beautiful, to me, your spirit is everything. So, the difference between men and women is our physiology, our biology. That's what it is. And then however they were born, everything else. But basics down to the deep root, we're the same. We're spirits here on this planet. We're beautiful and we're kind and we're growing and we're loving. Men too. The same. And men, don't think any different because you're beautiful. You can be beautiful too. Okay, number 4. Oh. Okay, this is a little bit kind of to the sexual side, you guys. Be ready. A man says, does penis size matter? Nobody get offended. This is the 21st century. We're all adults. So you ask, and men want to know that. I, here as a doctor would say, no. Everybody's different. Some women want this and some women want that. Everyone's different. If someone loves you and that's not a fit, you can make it work. So it really doesn't matter. So that's in your head. Unless something's going on with you and your physiology that's really a deformity that you have to work with. But I mean, a regular person, everything is different. We have different boob sizes, different ass sizes, different penis sizes. Everything's different. So the man wants to know if penis size matters. I say no, but for some women, yes. When you get together with that woman, you guys discuss that and you'll know what's happening. But if she loves you, or if she likes you well enough to be with you, and you guys have not been together yet, and that's going to be the next step, and you discuss that, if she's liking you that much that she says, yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all. So feel secure in that, because know that you're enough just the way you are. It all goes to what I said initially. We don't think we're enough. We don't think we're worthy, and we are. And even though we're a grown adult and we say, I think I am, the things that happen, that occur in your life, that you don't say, that you know when something happens, you feel uncomfortable. That means you're not loving yourself. You're not feeling worthy. So do things that make you feel good all the time. The more you do things that make you feel good, not them, but you, then you feel worthy. You start feeling enough. Write on your mirror. I put it on my bathroom mirror. Even though I talk about this, I'm human too. I have an inner child as well. I write on my mirror in red lipstick, I am enough. And I look at it every day. Do that. It's good because you are. So does penis size matter to some women, but in real life, no. In actuality, no. If you're in love with someone, no. We can always make things work, because love makes the world go round. There's a song, an old song called "Love Makes the World Go Round," and it does. It's really old. The guy's name is Bobby something. Anyway, that's dating myself. That's okay. I love love, and so do you. Okay, and the last one is, what's the most important quality? Oh, that was the first one that you look for in a man. Well, I put the same one down twice. So for the last question, my last question for you guys is, it's not a question, it's a statement. There are guys ask those questions, but women have tons of questions too. So I want to give a tip to the men. I want you to really go inside yourself and really ask yourself who you are and what do you love about yourself. What's the quality that you give to a woman when you meet her? What do you think she deserves from you when you are with a woman? Do you believe in cherishing and loving and respecting and all that? Or what do you believe a woman deserves in your life? I would think if you would have spent your time with a woman, she deserved the best of you, and you deserve the best of her. So I say, always think the best of the person that you're with. When something's going on wrong and you get angry with them, don't think the worst of them. Don't think, oh, she did it, or he did it, but they did it. No, they didn't do it. They're innocent until you know the facts. So just think the best of them, but better than that, think the best always of yourself. Those questions that you asked me were great. I hope those answers I gave you were something that you can work with. But ask yourself those questions. What are your answers? Anything, any comment that you have to make, please post it to me. Nobody else can see it. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter, because this helps everybody. So post it. So this is 5 on Friday, and I'll see you guys next week, and have a great, great, great weekend. Bye. Oh, yay. See you. Somebody said no.